Not exactly sure, Kathleen, if you're actually agreeing with me or if you're actually disagreeing with me, but I'm going to explain to you, regardless if you're agreeing or disagreeing with me here, I'm going to explain to you why a free society is the way to go. You know, living in a society where every man makes his own decisions, choices. There's no, power dynamic. There's no, police, people being policed. Like, it's every man for himself, right? Like, this is the society that I'm talking about is an open, free society where everyone has the free will to make their own damn choices, their own fucking decisions, no matter what the fuck. There's no power dynamics. Every man and woman is fucking equal. You know what I mean? It's every man for himself. But the society that I'm talking about, it's a society where we act as brothers and sisters and we help each other to evolve, to move forward, to survive, and to keep, evolving in the world and making it a better fucking place. So I'm saying it's every man for himself, but, we be working in tandem to help each other to make sure that all of these things that we're creating are fucking working, and that as a species we can thrive in all this good shit. You want to talk about, living in a limited society, limited diversity, limited innovation, and sinking to the lowest common denominator. That is exactly what a controlled society is all about, not a free society. So again, let me fucking explain this shit to you. So a perfect example of a controlled society, and with everything that you just said in that comment, let's take fucking North Korea, for example. You want to talk about limited diversity and fucking a limited society. As far as I know, I don't know if they're still doing it, but I'm pretty sure North Korea is still doing this. Their borders are fucking closed, meaning whoever lives in that country cannot leave. Whoever does not live in that country cannot get in. You want to talk about limited diversity, limited society? Everyone who's living in that country now, that's it. There is no bringing new people in. The people that are living there now, they don't get to fucking leave. It's all the same fucking people. They're all the fucking same. I'm not trying to say that in a way that sounds fucking racist, but you want to talk about limited diversity. Everyone there is like fucking North Korean, right? As far as I know, they're only allowing their own fucking race to live in that fucking country. No one can get in, no one can get out. You want to talk about limited society and limited fucking, diversity and shit? Just look at fucking North Korea, which is a fucking controlled society. Want to talk about limited innovation? Again, a controlled society like North Korea. You speak out against the fucking government, what the fuck do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna fucking kill you or enslave you for the rest of your goddamn miserable fucking life just because you don't agree with the way they run things, and you might express yourself differently and they don't like that shit. Now they're gonna come and fucking kill you because that's just how they fucking operate. Well, let's take a look in the Middle East. A lot of countries in the Middle East are so fucking brutal that, God forbid, you get killed simply for being your natural self because you were born a certain way. If you were born a certain way and these people in these countries in the Middle East don't like you, they will fucking behead you and slaughter you like fucking cattle. Look at these poor fucking women who get slaughtered every day simply for taking off their hijab or whatever the fuck it's called. Women can't show their face. The women show their face, they're fucking good as dead. You're born gay, good fucking luck to you. They're gonna fucking push you guys off a roof or fucking behead you as fucking usual. A fucking white guy like me, a lot of these countries, they don't fucking like us because of our skin color. They will fucking kill you. They will fucking kill me simply because of my fucking skin color. A lot of these asshole countries simply will murder you simply for being who you are, naturally being born the way you are. You stand no chance in a lot of these countries if you're born a certain way, if you look a certain way, if you just are a certain way, fucking naturally. It's just the way it fucking is. Not only that, but as I say, in all these types of countries, you speak out against these governments in the Middle East, North Korea, Russia and all this shit, they will fucking kill you. They don't like their dissenters. They don't like opposing fucking viewpoints. You want to talk about limited everything? Look at controlled societies and the way they operate, and you tell me what's fucking limited. Just so we're on the same page here, Kathleen, a controlled society is simply a society that's controlled by power dynamics. It's controlled by a group of a group of people, but it's a power dynamic. So a controlled society, a group of people controls everything, and then everybody else is on the bottom, right? And then the group at the top who controls everything, they create the fucking laws, and everyone, below them has to follow the laws. Meanwhile, these fucking pricks in these, controlled societies that run everything, they make the laws, but they don't fucking even follow them because they don't fucking have to. On top of that shit, in a controlled society, you know how these societies are so well controlled? through fucking fear. Fear is the number one factor in control societies in order to control the fucking sheep who are partaking in this fucking society. Like our government, they control the country. Our government, our world leaders, our world governments, they control the world, their countries or whatnot. They control all of us through fucking fear. You want to talk about limited innovation? Let's look at fear, for example. Fear is the perfect tool to control the population. Not only that, but fear is a great way to make people act irrationally and do things that they normally wouldn't do out of character. Therefore, you're able to control people easier. So when people are in fear, they're more likely to listen to those in power, like their governments. They're more likely to follow the rules and the laws when they're living in a state of fear, because people want that false sense of security, that false sense of safety. So when the government keeps you in fear and then they create these solutions, well, if you guys want to be safe, you got to do so, and so. And because people are living in fear, they don't think with their own brain. They're not thinking rationally, they're thinking irrationally. So they'll do anything to get that false sense of security and false sense of safety, meaning they're controlled, and they will do whatever the fuck it is that they're told to do in order to gain that false sense of whatever the fuck they're looking for. Reality is, a lot of these countries, like in the Middle East, North Korea, and these controlled societies, people can't even express themselves. They can't even speak what's on their mind. They can't say what's on their mind. They can't express themselves. They can't do all these things without being a target, without being killed, without being slaughtered, without being arrested, or all of these things. Like, we're always a target if we don't toe the line and do what we're expected and what's expected of us. That's just how it works in a controlled fucking society. You want to talk about limited everything? Look at controlled societies. They limit and control everything, and with the way everything is. In a controlled society, you can't get past a certain threshold. Your governments and those in charge will never let you evolve past a certain point. That's limiting every fucking thing. A lot of these countries seem to only like their own fucking people. So you talk about limited diversity. Again, North Korea, it's like, it's only North Koreans, as far as I know, for the most part, that are living in North Korea. That's limited diversity. There is no other groups of people, cultures, and whatnot. It's all the same fucking shit. The same in the Middle East. They only go with their own types of people, but they don't like people like white people or other groups of fucking people that don't fit their agenda or fucking narrative. That's living in fear. That's a controlled society. That limits everything about life. That just limits your entire fucking life. All of that that means you're in fact sinking to the lowest fucking common denominator when you're living in a controlled society and you're facing all these adversities. That's sinking to the lowest common denominator. Taking away people's right to be who they are, to express themselves, to be free, to go where we want, to say what we choose, and all this. That's sinking to the lowest fucking denominator. And you only get that bullshit in a controlled fucking society, not an open, free fucking society that I preach about so goddamn much. At the end of the day, these people are living in these controlled societies are so afraid of speaking out and expressing themselves. That limits everything the world could experience. That's limiting our innovation to change the world and make it so much better, because people are too afraid to express themselves, to create what they want, because they're afraid of being killed, arrested, or all these things that our world governments are doing, because they be in controlled societies. They make all the rules, you follow them, they don't got to do shit about it. You disagree with what they say, they come for you, they kill you, they arrest you, they do all these fucked up things. Real quickly, to sum up, in a free open society, a free open society fucking works, because in a free open society, everyone's free to go where they want, to do what they want, to say what they want, to express what they want, to express themselves in any way that they want. And in that kind of society, we can create so much fucking more. And a society like that, it's also absent of fucking fear. Society where everyone's working together, there's no power dynamics, there's no more fear. When there's no more fear, people can, act more rationally. They think more clearly. They can do what they want. They say what they want. They can express what they want. They can create what they want without the hassle and the fear of everything else coming at them in every other fucking direction. Open, free society invites all groups of people in, because a society absent of fear and a society that's very inviting and very open and free will invite all sorts of fucking people from all sorts of wakes of life. And that will create all sorts of unlimited fucking everything, innovation, diversity, unlimited societies, because we're creating all sorts of things that we were never able to do in controlled societies due to fear, irrational thinking, violence, all of these things that were stopping us from being able to, push past a certain threshold and create even more than we've, thought fucking possible. Because we live in a society absent of fear, that means we live in a society that's absent of more of violence, and all this shit. So it's going to be a more peaceful, more calm experience, a more peaceful, more creative experience, where instead of us fighting against each other and doing and focusing on all the right things, now we can focus our attention and energy on all the right fucking things. But not only that, now we don't have to overexert our energy to live in these societies. Now we can only use as much energy as we need to create what we want without overexerting ourselves, creating the fucking perfect society. Whereas in controlled societies, you're always forced to do things against your will, overexerting yourself, exhausting yourself, therefore never being able to create and never getting to your full fucking, potential. That shit sums it up for you.